Phew, that is bright. So I can't turn just a little bit more that way. All right, guys, welcome back. I got the dog with me tonight. She's running around, being crazy. No, go lay down. Lay down. Good girl. So, I think what we're going to do tonight is just open up and have just an open talk. I know I had some guys that can't make it tonight. Bad weather down in some places, but it is what it is. Guys are on. Just sound off for me. Give it a few minutes before I start getting into what I'm actually going to get into tonight. Good. It's weird. I don't know why I keep saying that. Webcam keeps shutting off too. Maybe tonight's just not going to be a night to do it. I don't know. This ain't good. Shoo. Put an LED light up, man, that thing is makes me look more pale than what I really am. It's weird. That mean I'll get you, girl. Oh man. Now she has to go back and investigate what she just knocked over. Yeah, I really hope this thing's going to work right. It's not showing me it's working right now. Go down. Come here. Lay down. Good girl. That's odd. I don't know. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, then dang. She finally decided to lay down. Why is this thing not doing what it's supposed to be doing? Oh well. But anyway, So I did upload a video today about my magnesium block. Oops. Go this way. Got the holes drilled out of this one. Man, that light is way too bright. There. And I started to drill this one, but there we go. It's not really. But I think I'm going to finish this one tomorrow. This over a little bit. I think I'm going to finish this one tomorrow. Go at least halfway through it, because that going halfway through it will fill this up the rest of the way. Which these pill bottles are absolutely amazing to use. Held it underneath the underneath water today. Nothing got wet. Straight up magnesium still. And I had somebody tell me they don't like using magnesium because it burns up too fast. Which, I mean, like I said, it's just up to whatever you prefer. I like it. I've used it before. Everything was real wet, and it caught pretty good. Yeah, I'm really hoping this thing's actually working. I don't know. But anyway, I was on a live chat earlier, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody that was on there. They definitely hooked me up today. I got a lot more followers, and it was just the conversation was amazing on it. More Eats was one that subscribed, which I appreciate that. There's a few more, but it's not coming up on here. And I didn't get to go back through the conversation yet. I'm going to go back through here in a little bit and go back and give the right people the right shout outs that need it. Man, that thing is bright. How dark does that make it? It's not terribly bad. See if I move you. All right. Like I said, I didn't have time today to go through and adjust settings. What I am going to do is put it back here on the wall. That way I can actually see and look at you guys. I can't stand not looking into the camera. It's just one of them things that pet peeve of mine. But once I get that figured out, not messing anything up too bad. Let's see if I can get this to work. Hammer down a little bit. Hey. Actually works a little bit better. And I know it's dark over here, but man, that LED light was just way bright. See if I can switch it around. That help any? Yeah, a little bit. It is what it is. I'm in a dark garage. But anyway, on good news, PNW, the guy that was in here yesterday trying to get the 1,000 subscribers, he got up to 1,005 last night, which that's awesome. So that means he can do what he needs to do, get monetized, and start making money like we all plan on doing on here at some point in time. Go lay down, bro. You're making me nervous. Go lay down. But congrats to him. That's awesome. I'm glad he got what he needed. I'm trying to find my calendar. So this weekend I'm going to have my oldest son, and what I'm going to do with him is it'll be the 24th probably through the 1st. What I'm going to do with him is get his stuff together and put in his bag. I might make a short video on that for, I had a few people ask me if I would do that for a kid standpoint, and I will definitely do that. I'll go through that this weekend with him. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I did add on to to this little space I got. I call it my desk. The desk that came in the box didn't have all of the pieces with it because we got it off of a bid website. But what I did was, there you guys are. What I did was just extend it down all the way down to here. Did everything the way it should have been. So pretty happy about that. I mean, it is what it is. It's not high quality, if you want to put it that way, but nothing about my channel is high quality yet. And I'm okay with that. Really okay with that. But yeah, if you missed it, go check it out and see how I did this. It was pretty neat. Pretty neat doing it. Almost had it. Yeah. So, and I barely tapped or scratched the surface of this thing. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, go check it out and see how I did it. It wasn't the safest of ways at all, but it works. The gloves that I have are pretty stout. They have padding in the thumbs, knuckles, and fingers. That way it didn't puncture through if I slipped, which I'm not really worried about it. I did put a mirror up on the back part today just to help with the lighting in here. And with that little light, that mirror may be too much. Might have to take that back down. But flipped it around the other way, so we should be good. Hoping to get some people in here. What's up, Samson? How you doing tonight, sir? Hopefully like to get some more people in here and have a pretty decent conversation tonight, just about everything and anything you guys want to talk about. Yeah. By the way, I didn't get it filled up all the way either. I stopped. Fat and or sassy. Nice. Ooh, potato cakes. That sounds good. We had we went out a little bit. We had steak, shrimp. What else do we have? Steak, shrimp, macaroni, and salad. It was a pretty decent meal. Pretty decent meal. What's the weather like where you're at? I was talking to that one survival, and he said that he's about to have some bad weather come through. It's a good excuse to play with the AR. Strive to survive. He said that, yeah, he said he's getting ready to get some bad weather heading his way. Heavy rain and tornado warning, so hopefully he's doing good. Hopefully he stays good. And that thing is doing the eye focus pretty bad. It is definitely not wet around here for the first time ever. It rained for a little bit today, and then after the rain was done, it actually got kind of chilly. It was I don't even know if it got past 55 today. It was pretty chilly. Yeah, the same way. Gotta love the rain, man. Gotta love the rain. Outside, Like I said, I did get the rest of that built. Got the mirror up, got the other light up, which is too bright. I did get my little Bluetooth out here. And for this thing being as small as it is, thing rocks out pretty good. I do have it's called a Monster Nomad on the inside, but I'm not bringing that out. Keep forgetting I got that thing. It's all battery powered. Take it with me when I do it overnight. It's all Bluetooth too. Can what thing make grilled cheese sandwiches? If you're talking about my little grill, oh, are you talking about the magnesium? Azteca say, can that thing make grilled cheese sandwiches though? No, this can't make grilled cheese, but it'll start the fire so you can make grilled cheese. I thought you were talking about that. I put a video up with a little grill on it. Good enough. I did go out and we got a while back. It's a just a little electric grill, and it's pretty neat. Thanks for the thumbs up, brother. It's pretty neat. We cooked steak, shrimp on it. I've made hot dogs, everything else on it. It cooks pretty good. It's one of them Philips electric grills. It's pretty decent. You know, for somebody that has a channel about prepping and survival, that one is not on the must-have list. It is nice to have, though, especially being in a complex like I'm in. Yeah, I got that done. I do camp a lot. I'm going to camp a lot more coming up. It's really not camping what I do. What I do is that bag behind me here, this one, that's my EDC bag. EDC is the everyday carry, and I try to take items with me that can get you through if something happens. That's the kind of camping that I do. The first one I did, it really wasn't a bushcraft type. I did have a tent in the car from going camping with the kids a couple weeks before that. And the only reason I actually used it that night is because I got out to my parents. It was pretty late when I got out there. I'd say it was probably 3:30. Yes, yeah, definitely survival training. That's what I focus on a lot on my channel. Just trying to give you tips. I don't know everything. Still learning as I go. But just the stuff that I have in my bag and what I've done video-wise, just showing you little tips like this here. That was what I did earlier today. Like I said, that's just drilled out magnesium, and that'll take a spark pretty fast. It don't last as long, but what I found out is I make cotton balls with Vaseline on them, put them in there, put some of that magnesium on where the Vaseline is, strike it, boom. Yes, self-guided survival training. That's about right. I just try to help out. That's all I do. I used to do a lot of stuff on here that a lot of people probably wouldn't like, but that was in the beginning. And then seeing the way the country is going with everything else going on, I figured the more people knew, the better. You know, if shit that ever hit the fan. And that's basically why I got this bag back here. It's loaded full of good stuff. Do you do anything like that, Aztec, or? Yes, the self-guided training. I just think it's nice because, it's cool when people reach out and say, thanks for showing me that, or hey, I never thought about having something like that in the bag. That's pretty cool when they come out and tell you that, especially with the whole paracord idea that I did, feeding it into a oh, got something in my eye. When I was feeding it into the water bottle. It's still one of my favorite things I've done so far. There's a whole bunch of stuff too. You can make a candle out of a stick of butter and toilet paper, which I haven't even done a video on that yet, which is kind of different. There's so much stuff that I would like to do, but just finding the time anymore. It's the kids and everything else. That, what I said, I kind of hinted to that yesterday, Samson. YouTube is saturated with, a bunch of these channels. You got the bush preppers and the backwoods campers and everything else. And I love watching their stuff, but, just being so saturated in the way they have their videos, I like to set my videos up just to be as real as possible. I do like to have good quality, but at the same time, I want it to be rough. I don't want it to be the glitz and glam that everybody has. And I guess that's just me. It's nice to have really nice equipment. Like what I did today, that was all done, once again, on my phone. It was done on Filmora for the editing. It's just one of them things that I absolutely love doing. I mean, if I sat down and edited the stuff the way it should be edited, it would look great. But I like having it look rough. It's one of them things where if you decide to click on one of my channels and you're looking at it, you're going to say, well, shit, this guy's actually doing this. You don't have, $9,000 camera or editing software that's out of this world. And a lot of people get turned off by that. They can look at it and say, you're not a big studio, I'm not going to watch it or anything else. But I remember when I first got into this, actually doing this kind of stuff, which I've always been into, being outdoors and learning new stuff. But when I first started doing this, I was watching Les Stroud. And when he first started, he didn't have all the stuff in the later episodes. 4K. Well, man, you can have the best camera ever. If you don't have the editing software or the capacity to upload it to YouTube, it's not going to look that good. When I first did my first episode out, I took my camera, which I took my phone, not my camera. I took my phone with me. And then I had it shooting the whole time on 4K. Man, it was terrible. The sound quality was glitching in and out and everything else. So what I did was I took the resolution down to the 1080p and I put it at 60 frames a second, and it works so much better. I mean, you still have kind of the tracers on it sometimes, but other than that, man, I think we're getting ready to get the S10 Plus maybe in the next month or so, unless they come out with something different, of course. But I'm keeping this phone. But on the S10 Plus, they have crazy amount of different features for their cameras now, which I honestly like it. It's fun. I got the setup for everything. I got the editing software for my phone. I can do it all, boom, 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 and then boom, upload it and be done. I don't have to come home and wait 4 or 5 days to edit the stuff out and, do this and do this. There's a lot of clips, like the whole fishing clip. Man, I was out there for 2 hours. I filmed almost 2 hours worth of fishing. There's a lot of content that I didn't upload, but I went back and cut through it, and I didn't want to sit there and bore the hell out of everybody with me just casting, talking, not catching anything. Now, if I was catching something that whole 2 hours, maybe do a time lapse, just go through it real quick. But yeah, that I like it. I love the rough edges of it. Hopefully here in the next couple of weeks, we can get some more, try to get some more people to come into these so we can have bigger conversations and everything else. Hell, the last 2 times it's just been me and you talking. I know I invited PW back in, but man, ever since he got that, he's going to be busy. Oh, I know it'll grow. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, I enjoy doing this. Last night it was fun. You know, that was the first time I actually got the camera up and running, and it went good. It went real good. I was on a live stream earlier just chatting with people, and man, his was blowing up. You couldn't even read anything on the side over here. It was just boom, 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 boom. It was going and going. I got to give it to him. He was a trooper. He was going through it. He only missed a couple. Awesome. I think I might try to do that here coming up soon too. Try to do. Really? Try to do something with a stream from Facebook and from YouTube. I don't know. Quit. I don't know how I can do that, but something I can try. Facebook has a huge audience on there. I think I was going back and looking at my analytics, and 78.9% of all my views come from Facebook. Your Twitter is only like 7.1, which I only started using Twitter probably about 2 weeks ago. I mean, I've always had one, but I only tried to do it about 2 weeks ago. You okay? It's just somebody getting in a car, girl. But yeah, that's about it, man. I just like doing what I'm doing. It's fun. It gets me out. Awesome. Did you really? How many hours do you have now? Is it exactly 4K or is it a little bit more? Dude, that's huge. That is huge. So are you going to start? You're going to start trying to get your monetization and everything going too, or? I know a couple of days ago, I think I had turned it on, and that's what's good about having this out here. My setup out in the garage is I can go to where I need to, and then if I need to go inside, I can just sit there and rack the hours up for you. That's what I did. I think I did that on yours when we were talking earlier. Okay. Lay down. No. Yeah. Lay down. Watch balls. I don't want to run over your balls. Awesome. Dad, thumbs up on that one. That's great. I mean, ultimately, that's my main goal. Is I don't want to be trying to think of it. I want to make money with it just to support my channel. You know, I got a Patreon, I got everything else. I've never pushed my Patreon. I'm an affiliate for, you know, the Survival Reviewed and the Bearded Struggle, or the Beard Struggle, which it is what it is. I used it today and it's actually pretty good stuff. But if that's the whole point of what I'm doing here. Share, get people to understand, wake up a little bit, and try to make some money to get better equipment. Because as it sits right now, man, I'm not I'm not in any position to go out and buy brand new camera or go out and buy brand new mics. I bought this mic set, it was like $250, but I bought that about 5 months ago. That's awesome, man. I'm very happy for you. What's going to be your first video for hitting the 4,000 views, though? Dude. That's awesome. So all your earnings are going for the homestead disabled vet thing going. Been doing it for 2 years. Hey, man, you keep going, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, it's working out. Definitely working out. I would, I don't know, man. If I were you, I would make a huge thank you video and just put your top guys up top saying thank you. That's what I do. But I did see something pretty interesting today. This goes away completely from survival and everything else, but where'd it go? It's called the Plagues of the 20s. I don't know if anybody's heard it. Hey, lay down. Now, come on. Down. Stop. It's called the Plagues of the 20s, or not the plagues, but the viruses of the 20s. 1720 was the plague. 1820 was the some outbreak. 1820 was a Spanish flu. Ooh, nice. And then 2020 was the coronavirus. I just think it's weird how every time, the 20, I think somebody called this last year when they were talking about it back in the middle of the year. But Samson, that'd be cool. Once you hit 1,500 subs, you're going to give away a pasta machine. That would be awesome. The Spanish flu, from what I was reading, was 1920. I mean, it could be wrong. What I was reading might be wrong. Oh, 100%. But that's what they call global warming or climate change. Close enough. Very, very close. There he is. How you doing, Strive? Hope the weather down there is not killing you yet. Is it raining pretty bad down there? Or? Let me know about that pasta machine, man. I'm actually kind of down for that. Been trying. Hopefully it passes you, brother. Like I was telling Samson, man, today was the first day, but we went almost all day without having rain. We only spitting here and there. Gotta love it. Springtime, baby. I'm glad you made it, though. That's awesome. Do appreciate it. Do appreciate it. Ooh, dude, you got to do a video on it. It's like summer. You have got to do a video on that. I want to see how that pasta maker works. That'd be awesome. What was the temp down there today? Like I was saying earlier, it only got up to like 55 here today. It's pretty chilly. So chilly that I actually have I got a little heater. $61. Holy shit. I'll trade you. Trade you 100% right now. 61 where you're at. I don't know if that's backwards or not, but it's 46 here. And the low's getting down to 38. Gotta love Ohio weather. Oh, come on. You know you want to take it. Take it. Come on. Take out 38 degrees. Oh, Samson, you're not that far. You're probably dipping down pretty low too tonight, aren't you? West Virginia. So you know what I'm talking about. Hey, that's a great thing about Ohio, man. You don't like the weather, just wait about 5 minutes. It'll change. Greenhouse is up to 80. Nice. DD, thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate it. I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to see it. I'll go back and check it out after we're done here because I got a little bit tonight, but there he is. P&W, guess who got 4,000 hours today? It wasn't me, by the way. Samson got his 4,000 hours. That's awesome. Yeah, you can definitely keep your summers. I'm done with heat. Definitely done with the heat. Yeah, I was pretty excited when he said he hit his 4K. It's up. It took a year. Hey, no matter how long it took, you still got there. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. Driving me crazy. What I think I might do tomorrow, since it's supposed to be in the 60s. Really? How do they calculate the 365 days? Because I have no clue how they did that. Because my 1 year will be December. Can't remember when, but that'll be my 1 year will be in December. I think it was right after my birthday. So maybe the 12th or 13th is when I did my first video. I'll be highly disappointed if it's not for the. If that's the case, I'm going to go back and just drop dimes everywhere. Okay, not a ton of jars. Yeah, dude, I won't even make either one of them, I don't think, before December, which I'm okay with that. Like I said, my goal to blow out this year would be at least 500. Well, I think that's pretty good goal. Yeah, mason jars. Where are you at right now, Strive? Aren't you close to the 1,000? I thought you were getting close to that. Since 2014. Yeah, that's why I'm not. I'm good with what I got. 602. I've dropped dimes on that one then. No, I'm not drinking. That live stream I was on today, I got probably 4 people from there, and I am grateful for every one. Hey, it counts. It still counts. I have quit smoking for probably, probably 4.5 years now. And I quit dipping a while back. Hey, like I said, dude, you do you. That's the whole point of us having a YouTube. That's the whole point of this little family that we got, is just to come together and do what we do. But it was a rough 2 months when I quit, but I'm kind of glad I did. And I've probably had this can for about 2 weeks now. I had one of my videos, you go back and read the comments, there was a guy that was there's a guy that commented on my, I think it was my EDC bag. Which one was it? I think it was my first EDC bag review I did. It was my get home bag to keep in the car. I got 2 thumbs down. And there's a guy that told me that, people don't look at your channel to see you spitting every 5 seconds. Well, I wasn't spitting every 5 seconds, but yeah, it does get, people don't like it, I understand. But once again, this is my channel. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. And that's a terrible attitude to have. But, let me turn this down, guys, sorry. But that's just the way I think about it. And like I said yesterday, we're not going to make everybody happy. Nobody's ever going to be happy. There's always going to be one person out there that don't like our stuff, and I'm okay with that. You want to give me a thumbs down? Give me a thumbs down. That's all right. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. What's crazy is after the fact that I did that, you made it when you drink a beer, we're going to sit here and drink a beer. If I want to sit here with a dip in because I haven't had one in almost 3 hours. I'm going to have a dip in. I try to be discreet about it. I'm not sitting here going like some people do, but I just think it's funny that, you know, people got on there and they were saying that. I haven't seen them since. Probably the same guy that got mad because I said I didn't like Nancy Pelosi. It is what it is. I am glad to see you guys on, though. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Like I said, I got the dog out here tonight. Strive, I can. I don't know what to say about that. You know, they always say that one things don't talk about is religion and politics. You've seen some of my other videos. You know where I stand with Pelosi. Nice to get on here and just have some talking points, world talk, dude. When one guy left me a really negative review and I replied back with a positive comment, he was shocked by that. Hey, I did the same thing. If you go read the comment that I sent back to him, I was real nice about it. I don't get lippy. I'm not a what they would call an internet warrior. I don't do that. Kill them with kindness. My fighting days are way behind me. I'm done with it. But yeah, I mean, we are, you know, the president has term, you know, I think the Congress and the House should have term too. Don't make a career out of it. Because once you've been in there for so long, you don't care about the people anymore. They're there to make a paycheck. And somebody really mad at me. We were where I used to work at, not this one, but the last one. I was there for 5 years, and I said that, and they were like, "Well, how do you know they're not looking out for you for the best interest?" And I was like, "Well, just look what they've been doing. That right there tells you everything." But I know politics isn't a good topic to talk about, so. PN, are you still on here, brother? Exactly. Exactly. That's the way it needs to be, though. I just think it's kind of funny that they make a career out of it. So at the beginning of the month, when they try to reopen everything else, which I don't speak politics, religion, and play. Right. Some of my earlier videos, I didn't care. When I first made this channel, I was a bit outspoken about it and my Bengals. So. But PN, are they going to reopen your fishing back on the 1st when they open everything back up, or have you heard anything? I don't think Strive was in here when we were talking about that, but Strive, they closed down PNW's fishing, period. They're not allowed to fish out in Washington State. Dude, Titans are beast. They're going to be beast again this year. I'm telling you, they're going to be another sleeper team. I haven't heard anything officially yet. I need to check tomorrow morning. Yeah, let me know how that goes, man. I like to stay up on my my current events. Oh, dude, that's awesome. Did you ever get to meet him when you were growing up? Obviously, he grew up next to you. That's awesome. Okay, so Strive is saying that they have a fire ban right now. I follow Joe Robinette, the Bearded Woodsman, and a bunch of guys up in Canada, because I love their content. They have probably the best content on the internet, hands down. And the Bearded Woodsman was saying that they have a fire ban, absolutely no fires. So his stuff is basically they're gridlocked. That's awesome. You guys played together. That's cool. That is cool. But yeah, they got a fire ban up there. They can't do anything. And Joe usually he'll shoot out a video probably 3, 4, 5 times in a week, but they can't do anything right now because the fire ban, just in case emergency services and everything else. I would be so depressed. Yeah, I haven't heard anything in Ohio about a fire ban yet. But like I said, it's rained here probably every single day for the past month. So, and that would suck if it was, because the only way I make my food when I go do my overnights is with my Tom Shoe stove. I use wood pellets, but still. You're depressed because no fire ban, but I'm depressed because you can't go fishing. That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy. I love both equally. Oh, I did find out. So I don't know if I think you might have got off yesterday before I started talking about it, but said yesterday that I didn't know if you were like a homestead or anything else, if you can go fishing in Washington. The funny thing is, I looked up yesterday, and they have a certain limit they can do. So, which kills me, because if that's the only, the rules are just insane in some states. That is true. So they have a certain limit they can catch right now, but that was in Washington where I read that little story. I just don't know how you can tell somebody, hey, you can't do that. That's your main means of survival, is getting food off the land. I think it's in going back to what you just said about some states, their rules are crazy. I think in Frankfurt, you need to go, guys. Take care of the wife. All right, brother. You have a good night. Take care of the old lady. You need anything, just holler at me. All right. Have a good night. Thank you. I just don't understand how they can tell you or tell somebody that they can't satisfy their means of life. You know what I mean? I know when they put out them petitions like that, it just, man, it depends. You know, if it's a election year, they'll listen. If not, they don't care. They really don't care. I mean, that's just the sad truth. They could care less about anything unless they want to get reelected for something. Washington anglers protest coronavirus fishing closure. There you go. That was a day ago. I just think people protest a lot of things. They just don't have the numbers, and it's not in the mainstream media. I guarantee you, there's, like I was just reading here, and this isn't even from anybody in the United States. This is from the World Press talking about the protests for the corona closures out in Washington. That's the one thing where I used to always get my news from. I would get my news from different countries because that's actually what's going on here. That's not what our mainstream media is showing us. Plus, I have a bunch of people that know more than what they should. But I always do my research before anything. If not, you look stupid, especially with fact checkers. Man, I tell you what, when this virus first came out, you know, like I was saying before, everybody was making fun of it and everything else. And I said back when it first came out, you know, this isn't going to be one of them things that just fly by night. This thing's staying. And whether people agree with me or not, but they're wanting to open back up and on the first. You know, I just don't see where we can. I don't know. It's one of the things where if you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Nobody knew where this thing. They knew where it came from. They're just not telling us. I mean, you have to think too. Our economy, yeah, that's what keeps us going. But if you don't have the people to go out and stimulate our economy, what are you going to do? Not going to be able to do anything. Then you're really stuck. Only had 10 cases. That's good, man. Hey, lay down. Good girl. You are not. If you're no, but every little bit helps. So that's part of the economy. I was just looking at the numbers for Ohio, and then Florida reopened their beaches. Not all of them, I guess, but some of them reopened their beaches, and then they went back and there was I think it was like 1,600 people a day were coming back down with it after they reopened. It's just crazy. I didn't see that in the mainstream media anywhere. Just reading here. right, so PNW says, I'm just thankful I've been preparing for stuff like this for the past 12 years, so when it happens, we can avoid the craziness right around our town. Now it's gone down. Hey, I tell you what, Samson said, I just paid my bills, food, and I got that. Yeah. And what's funny is when this started happening, I may have made a mistake of saying this is the prepper's paradise when it finally started happening. Because, you know, anybody that preps, you know, the ridicule we always get saying we're crazy and everything else. Plenty of food. One thing about being a prepper is you don't tell people what you got. That's one thing. Like my EDC bag, that's only a sliver of what I have. But yeah, when it happened, you know, we had food, we had everything we needed. I had plenty of water stored up just in case. See, homesteader, I consider as an extreme prepper. Oh, 100%. But yeah, I mean, we were good. Hell, I think we went to the store for the first time probably 2 weeks ago. You know, just little ins and outs. But man, we had plenty of food and plenty of freaking toilet paper. I don't know why people were buying up the toilet paper. That still kills me. No, it does not. But depending where you are, you can't hunt. Remember? Hunt, catfish. I don't know. I still think it's going to get worse going into this winter. Going into fall and winter. Livestock and a bunch of quail. See, you're a step ahead of all. And yes, I would consider somebody like you an extreme prepper. You too, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night. Hopefully here soon we get more people in here to get some good conversations rolling. But you have a good night, man. Oh, nice. So you'll have you'll have plenty then. You'll definitely have plenty. How many birds are you getting in? Belmont, Ohio. Give me a second, I'll tell you. I don't know if I've really heard of Belmont. I am 3 hours from Belmont. They're right on the West Virginia line. 25 of them. Nice. When's that coming? What day is that? pretty cool to go to. Now, is that open to the public or just the homestead? That'd be worth a 3 hour and 30-minute drive. June 6th. It might. Definitely be worth a trip out though. That'd be cool. I've never been to any kind of event yet for anything that I do. I think it'd be fun getting out and just meeting different people and getting different perspectives of what they got open to the public. Awesome. So June 6th, there's a homesteader event. That's awesome. That's what I'm saying. I mean, not even, I mean, yeah, on our channels, man, that'd just be fun to go out and just pick their brains and see what they do, you know, what they grow in the grow season and everything else. That'd be awesome. It's all about growing the channel too, though. Like they had they used to have a big survival place you could go meet different people, see what they prep with and everything else. But I haven't seen one in almost a year. Awesome, man. Now, since you have like everything else, do you ever sell anything online or do you just do it at like the traveling shows and everything else? That'd be cool to see some of the stuff you make though. Self-Reliant Outfitters, I don't think so. Put that down there, put that in the, put your link down there. I'll go check it out here in a minute. Self-Reliant Outfitters. Is that what it is, the Self-Reliant Outfitters? I have heard of Dave Canterbury though. Just kind of look through it now. And they got some cool looking stoves on there. For anybody that's watching what I'm trying to look at here, it's, I don't know if that's too bright to see it, but that's our website. That looks pretty sweet. That little too. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to check this one out. They got some good stuff on there. And let me see what yours is real quick. So have you ever met Dave? I have to Check these places out after we're done. It's pretty neat. Sometimes that's all it takes. Talk to them on Facebook. From what I'm looking at. Can he like 5'5" or 5'6"? You do a lot of whittling. Nice. Homemade coffee scoop, dude. That's awesome. Yeah. Sam, I'm looking at your site now, man. There's a lot of good stuff on there. Jar packer come in handy too. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I knew he wasn't much taller than 5'6". But if you don't mind, I'll take your website and I'll drop a dime on Instagram, Twitter, and all that too. Every little bit helps, I think. She's gonna be tiny. Wait, she's only 11. She might be bigger. Good deal. That's what I'll do is I'll get that and drop a dime on a few things. Hey, that's what it's about, brother. That is what it's about. Might buy some of that smoked salt from you, though. Girl. Crazy ass dogs. Watching some of these guys take their dogs out in the woods too, like Joe and them. My dogs would be gone. They don't listen worth nothing. Do you? You don't listen at all, do you? I'm telling you, I'm probably gonna order some. Yeah. Yeah, if I took my dog out there like they do, she'd be gone. No, don't start. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take her out. Thanks for making another enjoyable live stream tonight. Samson, I'll probably order some of that salt from you. I might hop on there and look at a couple other things you got too. But appreciate you coming in again tonight. I know the past 2 nights it's just been me and you chatting, but like I said, when these people come in, you guys want to talk, don't feel just speak. It's all right. But yeah, I'm going to take this thing out. She's going crazy. Look at this. Staring at me. She's like, I'm ready to go. But yeah, like I said, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, go back, check it out, share it for me and everything else. And I'll catch you on the next one. Samson, have a good night, brother. Like I said, I'm going to hop on there as soon as I get off here after I take this thing out. Yeah, shit. But, all right, guys, you have a good night, and just keep on trekking. You guys have a good one.